Hi, this is Leanna Frederick from Unstoppable You Intensive. And today I'd like to do a quick little video on some blocks to success. Now I can hear you saying already, Leanna, I don't really have blocks to success. And a lot of us do say that. I don't have blocks to success. I don't have a problem with success. I have some fears of failure. I have some fears of letting people down, that kind of thing. But I don't have blocks to success. That's something I want. But the fact is, most of us do have some blocks to success, some beliefs that we're holding on to that are keeping us from easily and quickly moving into success and in the area of whatever area of life that we're working on. And so the block to success that I'm going to talk about today is the fear of loneliness. And so let's think about this for a minute. When you are a top performer, when you're really doing well in your business, or when you're at really making inroads in the company that you're working for, does it require more loneliness, some more time alone? Does it make you feel separate from people rather than all in one? And the fact is that sometimes it does. For one thing, when we are working on something, really getting good at something, whether it's building our business or whether it's really working on a skill that we use at work, it often requires being alone to work on that. And if nothing else, as you move forward, as you become in more of a leadership role, it requires that you make decisions more alone. Not that you won't occasionally go and get a bunch of people and talk to them, get their feedback on it. But when it comes down to it, often you are the one that has to make the decision. And that can make you feel lonely. The other part of this is as you are getting more and more success, sometimes it can make it so that our old networking group or our old group of friends that we used to complain to and used to commiserate with about the struggles that we're having in our business, no longer can they really relate to you, your issues of success. And so that can make you feel very alone. Also, people have fear around maybe their family not accepting them if they're very successful. Maybe their family will think they're just too good for them and there's not that connection. In corporate America, it often happens when you're promoted to manager or um, a supervisor or promoted up the chain. All of a sudden, you are the boss. So you can no longer sit around griping with your coworkers about the boss because that'd be you. And so it can leave us with a feeling of disconnection and loneliness. So I'd like to tap on some of those issues today. And if you'd like to, you can tap with me. Remember, anytime you use a self-help technique, to take responsibility for your own mental health and take care of yourself. So remember, we always start out thinking about the issue. So the issue today is the fear of loneliness, of being left alone if you're very successful, whether that's in your business or in corporate America or success in some other area of your life. What is that going to feel like when you're at that level of success? Are you afraid that you'll have a disconnect from your friends or family, your coworkers? And so let's get started on that. I'd like you to measure on a scale of 0 to 10. 10, you feel a lot of anxiety about this issue. 0, you feel no anxiety. So just notice really quickly, notice in your body how you're feeling, if you feel any tension in your body when you think about this. And let's get started with tapping. So we start with the karate chop. Even though I have this fear of being alone if I'm really successful, I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I'm afraid that nobody will understand me if I'm really successful and I'll lose friends. Maybe my family won't even be comfortable around me. I accept these feelings, even though I am so afraid of being alone. What if no one likes me when I'm successful? Or what if they only like me because I am successful? They don't really like me for me. And I accept these feelings. Eyebrow. All these fears of loneliness. All that time I'm going to have to spend creating alone. What if my friends don't relate to me anymore? Then I will have to find new friends. And that's kind of scary too. What if I can't relate to my family anymore? What if they think I'm too good for them? Too good to hang around them anymore? Sometimes they already say stuff like that. It'll probably just get worse if I get successful. All these fears of success, this fear of being left alone. You know what they say, it's lonely at the top. And so maybe I don't even want to have that much success. Maybe I'm not comfortable with it. Maybe I should stay right where I am. Of course, I'm kind of miserable there too, because I really want to make a big impact on the world. I really want to have that kind of success so I can reach more people. But I'm afraid of being lonely. I'm afraid it will be a lonely experience at the top. People will only like me for my success. They won't like me for me. I'm afraid of being alone. I'm afraid of not being accepted by my family and friends. Take a deep breath and check in with your body. See where you're at now on a scale of 0 to 10. Did it come down? Did it go up? Sometimes it does when you really start focusing in on and acknowledge what you're really feeling inside. But that's okay. Just keep tapping and it'll come down. If it just stayed the same, that's all right too. Just keep tapping. And if you're not down to a 2 or a 3 yet, then I suggest that you just turn this off for a minute and keep tapping. If you are down about there or lower, then you can move on to the positive round with me. So let's go to the positive round. Yes, maybe I'll have to find some new friends that can relate to me. Maybe they'll be really good, deep friendships. Wonderful friendships that I can have for the rest of my life. That would be wonderful. Yes, my family will have to adjust to my new success. Maybe it's okay if they don't really understand what I'm going through. Maybe I can just be supportive of them and what they're going through. Maybe I can find friends that will be my new family that can support me and understand me. It doesn't have to be alone at the top. I can choose to belong to different groups that will support me. I have some good groups now that might support me as I get successful. I love spending quiet time alone, just thinking and planning and learning and creating. That's very fun. Sometimes I do my best work then. And then I can really make the impact on the world that I want to. Maybe being successful doesn't have to be scary. Maybe it's just different. And different can be really good. I choose to look forward to my success. I want to get my gifts out into the world. I know I can always find a group of people to support me and to keep me company, no matter what level of success I'm at. I can be safe and successful. All is well. Take a deep breath. All right. So keep on tapping if you have any anxiety around that fear of loneliness. Keep on tapping until you feel it clearing. And then go out, do what you need to do to create and to get your gifts out into the world. And remember, be unstoppable.